About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
On the quick, right? 18, what's that?
Play action. Stroud now.
And his first pass is incomplete.
And they want to get him going early in this one because, remember, he struggled throwing the football last week, and he's firing away to start this one. But that one was incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On the quick, right? 18, what's that? 19 seconds.
Throwing now is Stroud.
They'll rifle this one deep right side.
Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They begin with a run by Davis. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Allen. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Handoff, running left is Davis. Able to fight through one tackle. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchange.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves if we're going to have that kind of a reference. They've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But you look at this defense.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra.
And now it's blocked. And now the Bills have it. There end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection that led to the block.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On play action, Allen.
That's again complete to Palmer.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Allen to throw once more. Staying on his feet. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. From the gun, a give to Davis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They keep it with Davis on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
319! Alert! What's that?
So the shotgun snap to Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Motion man is Shakir.
Half 85, half 85. Monday.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with career touchdown number 70. And the Bills have taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Mitch Wishnowski set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Okay. Nike Texans.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
18.
Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Brown 80!
So after the INT, it's Allen. Open man is Palmer. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
To throw, it's Allen. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
52. Ready?
Motion man is Shakir.
Here's Allen.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Allen going to audible to a different look. Davis trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
After 1, our score 9-6. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Ready? Alert! Alert! Push! Alert! Push! Alert! Push! Look out!
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Reggie Gilliam
Taking it in as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go. 18.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Wow, what's that? Hey. Stay at home. Stay at home. 18. What's that?
Stay at home.
Why Tony? Tony. Hey, uno.
And Stroud now to throw. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Only a short game there, but that's okay if you're the offense. They brought a lot of pressure at him, and he uses athleticism to at least get back to the line and make 2nd down a lot shorter than it was looking for a moment.
Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Tight. Out. Middle. That's it.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
15 yards that time. They had a Buffalo first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
180. Alert. Alert. Go.
Now Allen. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Elijah Moore.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bills are able to extend their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
23, Texans 6. Mitch Wishnowsky set to
Here
kick
is
off.
Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
back to Mixon on second down.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
On third down, Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go, let's go. Tony.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Brown 80.
Throwing now is Allen. Left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Third down, Davis. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Swap. Mother swap.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Daquan Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Oh, ready? 18. What's that? Hey, Uno. Why, Tony.
Stroud out of the gun here. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Texans send the punter out as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch signaled for and taken, and that punt went nowhere. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Allen. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
319.
Davis will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Bass on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Bills 30, Texans 13.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
12. 11. Hey, uno.
Now Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
18. What's up? Hey, south. 19 Texas. Good eye.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Stroud looking to throw.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Oh, ready? 18. What's up? 11.
Stroud to throw it. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, south.
Stroud working out of the gun.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Next to score, Bills 30, Texans 20.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swim.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Allen now looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He'll buy some time right. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Second and 12.
And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
11.
Stroud sets up the play action. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On the quick, right?
Stroud. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. After the sack, here's second and 11.
You speed left, speed left. Hey, south.
Back to throw. Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 118. What's that? Hey. Buggy.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And it'll be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
319.
Allen going to throw. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. On play action, Allen throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. Now Allen again. A dump off for Davis. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Regular. 5 wide. What's that?
Here's Allen to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Here's Davis running right. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This is 2nd and 8.
Here's Allen. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
To the air, Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
That's it! 180! Half. What's that?
Now Allen.
He dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
What's that? Monday. What's that?
Up the middle to Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Ray Davis
With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 20. Mitch Wishnowsky set
Here
to
is
kick off.
Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now Stroud. Going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
At the 50-yard line.
How? Get it! Hot! Tony. Look the hot. Hey, south. 11.
As Stroud now to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Why, Tony?
Back to throw now on first down.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. Here's second and 5 now from the 22.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the 22-yard line.
The throwing again is Stroud.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Look the hot. Hey, south.
Stroud to throw it.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They'll come up after the sack on a second and 12.
Oh, right. Hey, Uno. 18. Hey, Uno Mars. 11. Hey.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Texans 27.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover.
Onside kick recovered by Buffalo.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try the right side here with Davis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Third and 2.
Their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Stroud. Connecting with Mixon.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Uno more. Why Tony? Buggy. Hey, uno. Hey.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Stroud. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Here we go, 1st and goal.
Here we go.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Tony.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Hey, uno.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Speed left. Nike taxi. Look the hot.
Here's Stroud. And it's intercepted at the goal line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
A gain of 21 yards.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.